Let's be completely honest, knives are cool, but gloves are the only item in CS2 that you actually see 100% of the time. Think about it. Whether you are holding a default Glock, spraying with an AK-47, sniping with an AWP, or literally just running around with a Zeus, your gloves are always right there, taking up half of your screen. In CS2, Valve completely reworked the lighting system with Source 2, and this changed everything. Some legendary expensive gloves now look washed out, while some cheap, forgotten pairs started glowing like hidden gems. Today, there are 8 distinct types of gloves in the game, and choosing the right one can be a nightmare for your wallet. In this ultimate guide, we are going to look at every single type, check how they look in-game, and find out which ones are actually worth your hard-earned money. Drop a like, hit subscribe to help the channel grow, and let's get straight into it. Let's start our journey with Moto Gloves. Their main visual feature is the massive, hard, protective guards on the knuckles. It gives your agent a heavy, brutal look. Between the fingers, there's a separate layer of fabric that often has a different color. The absolute king here is Moto Gloves, Spearmint. Pros love them, but a minimal wear pair costs thousands of dollars. But does it actually look 10 times better than blood pressure or poo? Absolutely not. Under the new CS2 sun, blood pressure gives you this aggressive, deep red snakeskin pattern that catches your eye instantly. And if you like a bright, stylized vibe, Pow features comic book pop art textures that look clean with any Doppler knife. On the budget side, we have Turtle and Eclipse. Turtle is a very solid green option for a reasonable price. But please stay away from Transport. They are just ugly, faded yellow-green rags that look worse than the default CT hands. Moving on, next up we have Sport Gloves. These are consistently the most expensive, hyped up, and wanted items on the Steam market. Everyone knows Pandora's Box and Vice. They combine bright neon colors like purple and pink that turn your agent into a walking rave party. But let's look at the brutal reality. A high-float, scratched pair of Pandora's Box gloves looks completely faded, gray, and ruined. Yet, it still costs more than a decent used car. Is that real value for money? Absolutely not. You're basically paying a fortune just to flex some pixelated plastic in front of teenage teammates. Fortunately, Source 2 heavily buffed mid-tier sport gloves. Look at Amphibious. Amphibious features a beautiful bright ocean blue and clean white fabric design that looks absolutely stunning and flawless under the sun. It never gets boring and fits any Doppler Phase 4 Gamma knife. And if you want a budget sports look, Bronze Morph is highly underrated. The red and green textures look like an exotic, poisonous jungle frog. So please, respect your wallet and stop blindly chasing Pandora's Box. Look at Amphibious or Bronze Morph for the true elite experience. Next up, we have hand wraps. You can't really call them normal gloves. In the real world, martial arts fighters use them to protect their knuckles in combat. In CS2, nobody fights with bare fists. We just shoot, but agents still rock them. They consist of 2 layers, the base bandage, which changes color, and the top layer, which has different textures and patterns. The absolute cheapest wraps are duct tape, literally made of bandages and silver tape. They look funny, and honestly, I'd buy them just for the meme. But if we are talking seriously, the best pair for your money is Cobalt Skulls. They are deep blue, covered in tons of skulls, and they pop out completely compared to other boring wraps. If you have more cash, Slaughter is a top-tier choice. It features an organic red pattern that resembles dried blood stains. It costs a lot, but looks premium. On the other hand, we have leather. Natural leather has always been a luxury item, and even the wear and scratches look perfectly natural on it, while the white inner fabric highlights the premium feel. Let's move to the driver gloves. They follow a more traditional executive style. The outer side is made of smooth leather, and the inside features soft suede. There aren't many flashy neon colors here. It's all about realism. These are the kind of gloves a taxi driver or a real-life driver could wear, and nobody would look at them weirdly. The most expensive pair in this category is Crimson Weave. It features a rich red diamond pattern covering almost the entire surface. If you look closely at the fingers, they have rows of tiny ventilation holes. When you flip them over, you immediately notice the rubberized anti-slip lines on the palms, designed to keep your hands steady on the steering wheel or on your rifle. Most other driver gloves follow this exact template but just change the colors. For example, Lunar Weave is a complete black and blue copy of Crimson Weave. Then you have black tie, res on the red, overtake, and racing green. They just vary in shades. Now let's talk about Operation Gloves, and we will start with the Hydra Gloves. To be completely honest, Hydra, Broken Fang, and Bloodhound are the most controversial gloves in the game for me. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of this aggressive, fingerless, punk-like style.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
But they have one massive, undeniable advantage: their price. They are incredibly affordable. The Hydra gloves look slightly more interesting than others because of the classic Hydra Operation logo embedded on the back. Budget options like Mangrove, Rattlesnake, or Emerald are very plain and simple, nothing special to look at, but they do the job. But the standout star of the Hydra family is definitely case-hardened. If you can find a pattern with a lot of blue on it, they look incredibly premium and solid. They are way better than the default ones, and they don't destroy your wallet. Next up are the Broken Fang gloves. They share the exact same model and shape as the Hydra gloves, but the texture design is completely different. Instead of the Hydra snake, you get the metallic Broken Fang skull logo right in the middle, surrounded by sharp metal studs that give them a very heavy rock vibe. The absolute standout in this category is definitely Jade. They are arguably the most interesting gloves in the entire Broken Fang collection. Why? Because of that green leather. It shimmers and reflects light beautifully under the CS2 engine. And what's even better is that this vibrant green leather covers almost the entire surface of the gloves, making them look very bright and clean in game. Another cool option is Unhinged. It features unique floral patterns on a clean beige background, which creates a nice contrast with the aggressive metal studs. There is also Yellow Band, which adds a nice sporty yellow stripe across the wrist. They are budget-friendly, look much cleaner than default hands, and for many players, that's more than enough. Now let's look at the Bloodhound Gloves. To be honest, these gloves surprise me the most when it comes to pricing. For some reason, they are way more expensive than Hydra or Broken Fang, and sometimes they cost even more than decent hand wraps. But visually, they don't offer anything unique or mind-blowing. Take the Charred pair, for instance. They cost quite a lot, but in reality, they look almost exactly like the default gloves, just with the fingers cut off. Then we have Gorilla and Snakebite. They are just okay, nothing special to talk about. The only pair that stands out a bit is Bronzed. The bronze-tinted leather shimmers under the sun beautifully, almost looking like real gold in certain angles, which is a neat effect. But overall, Operation Gloves don't quite match the level of the more premium categories. Their main trick is the low price, but hey, if you want a budget look, they are still a great upgrade over the standard agent hands. And finally, we've reached one of the absolute best categories in the entire game. Specialist gloves. Design-wise, they are a perfect hybrid between sport and moto gloves. They have protective rubber plates on the back, but they don't look bulky. Instead, everything looks very neat, balanced, and tactical. There is a big stylized specialist writing on the wrist strap, and every single detail complements the next. Even the absolute cheapest option here, Buckshot, looks great. Yes, it has a muddy, swampy green color, but it actually features a detailed pattern of tree branches and high-quality dark green suede on the palms. If you want something clean but slightly more colorful, Mogul is amazing. It features way more blue, mixed with white and gray accents, and the slightly worn-out paint look is actually just part of its unique style. Other options like LT Commander or Field Agent look slightly worse in my opinion, but cost more. If you want pure visual excellence, look at Tiger Strike or the classic Crimson Web. Fade and Marble Fade are also top tier. They look vibrant and will easily match almost any knife in the game. Just make sure to double check the pattern before buying. Now for the ultra premium choices. Foundation features unique, repeating specialist text prints all over it. There is literally no other glove with a similar design in C's. Crimson Kimono is an absolute legend, and its price can skyrocket into millions depending on how much red pattern you get. And finally, Emerald Web, a visual masterpiece. It's exactly like Crimson Web, but in a rich, deep emerald green color. If your budget is over $100 to $200, I highly recommend looking specifically at specialist gloves. They deserve a massive thumbs up. At the end of the day, gloves are the ultimate extension of your knife and your personality in CS2. Pick the pair that speaks to you, not just the one with the biggest price tag. Drop a comment down below and let me know, what gloves are you rocking right now and what is your dream combo? Don't forget to smash that subscribe button for more no-nonsense CS2 content. See you in the next video. Bye.